Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 3. Today I'm sharing with you the Dodge Dart Horizon Edition, and sadly, in my case at least, this is another credits boost car. I would have preferred to see an XP boost. I think there's only 4 XP boost cars in this game, but there are plenty of credits boost cars. But I just want to show you this car in the Forzavista, share with you some racing gameplay, and obviously talk about this car and share with you my opinions of it. And the first thing I want to say is I actually like the look of the Dodge Dart. I actually never owned one of these in this game, believe it or not, but I do like the look of it. The interior is very plain, very boring, but the outside of the car looks nice for an older car, and I actually do like it, and you're going to see how I customized mine here in a little bit. I just changed the looks of the outside a little bit, so you're going to see some free roam gameplay with the Horizon Edition tune, but then you're also going to see some drag racing gameplay, and at the end of the day, this car is best for the drag races, and I'm going to explain why I don't really like using this car with the Horizon Edition tune. Now, the first thing I want to say about it, though, is it is very, very fast. In terms of acceleration and top speed, being at the top of the S1 class with the Horizon Edition tune, this thing is wicked fast. I mean, top speed like that at the top of the S1 class is really good, and the acceleration is also very good as well. But the thing is, what does it lack? Well, grip. That's the first thing. You cannot grab to the road at all with the amount of power that this thing puts down, and on top of that, the handling is awful. I mean, this thing just does not want to turn. When you try and make any type of turn, the best way to do it is to just go into a drift, because that's the only way you're going to make it around the turn without smashing into the wall, because it just does not turn for anything at all, which really sucks. And I thought the braking wouldn't be good either, but honestly the braking is fine. I had no trouble stopping in this thing, but it's just trying to turn and just trying to keep the tires glued to the road in the lower gears. But since the car doesn't have a lot of grip, that also means that the launch is pretty poor as well. It definitely does not feel good to launch this thing, and if you don't try and control the throttle, the car will fishtail, which makes it a little bit frustrating to drive. And on top of that, like I said, just once you're moving, it's just so hard to keep those rear wheels glued to the road. They just keep slipping, start to spin, and then it makes it very hard to control this car. And like I said, when you try and make turns, you pretty much have to go into a drift. If you don't, you're pretty much just going to end up hitting into the walls, because the car just keeps on going straight pretty much, and it makes it very frustrating to drive. The car does not handle well at all overall, and it is fast, but with the lack of grip and handling, it's really just not a good race car, and overall it's not that great of a car. But let's be honest, at the end of the day, the Dodge Dart in this game is meant for one purpose, and that is drag racing. So shortly after you see some free roam gameplay here, you're going to see a few drag races. But in terms of buying this car from the auction house, I would not spend any money on this thing at all. You can easily just buy a normal Dodge Dart and tune it for the drag strip, because at the end of the day, that is all this car is good for. It's really not good for racing. Might be fun for some pools on the highway, but honestly, overall, this car is really not all that fun to drive. It's very hard to control, and it's very fast, but when it doesn't grip and it doesn't handle, it's simply just not going to be all too much fun. But at the drag strip, it certainly is very fun, and that is definitely where you're going to want to use this car most, and it's really not worth having that credits boost for, because you really don't pull in that many credits from doing drag races. The only other thing I want to say is that it does have the V8 swap, so I didn't even get to hear the stock sounds of this thing yet, and just like the V12 though, I'm sick of hearing this V8 swap motor. I really don't like the sounds of it, and if I did at one point, I'm just so sick of hearing it that I do not like it at all now. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this Dodge Dart Horizon Edition. But as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of this gameplay, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.